Good morning. Good morning. I decided to do a live this morning. I got a break in personal readings. A solo live. Give a few minutes for the notifications to come out. Anybody watching this later, you can fast forward a few minutes. See if we can get some moderators in here. How's everybody doing after the announcement of Kamala? Driving and listening. Drive safely. Yeah, Trump's already, it's already trending on Twitter, nasty woman. He's already calling Kamala, is it Kamala or Kamala? Kamala? I always say her name wrong. I'm going to have to learn to pronounce it because I'm going to be saying it a lot now. Pardon me, I'll probably say Kamala all day. Kamala? I think it's Kamala, actually. Just checking to see if I've got a moderator in the room. They usually, oh, there's Connie. Mama. Thank you, Connie. I have a moderator. Just wanted to make sure before starting readings. So, my first thought, Barr must be, as Becca puts it, crapping in his pants after the way she interrogated him. I've been rewatching that video a zillion times. So I just want to see. Well, let's check first. How's Kamala? How's Kamala? I don't know. Kamala. Okay, thank you. Thank you for phonetically spelling it. Kamala. Okay, how's Kamala feeling this morning? Yeah, I've heard her name enough on the news. I ought to be able to pronounce it, but I'm really bad that way. Let's see how Kamala. You guys are all giving me different ways of pronouncing it. Kamala. I'll say Kamala. How's that? I'll write it down phonetically so I keep saying it the same at least. Lucy's laying on the sofa over here. She's had her morning walk already. Oh, before I get into readings, I have to tell you a story from the other day, Monday. I was texting Becca and Johnny and saying, send angels, got a bad storm hitting. They gave it a name, Durante or something like that. Hit here in Illinois really hard. Well, I was at my guitar lesson and it started rolling in at the end of my guitar lesson. All of a sudden, I heard the tornado warning alert on my cell phone. And my instructor heard it too. And he's like, you want to go? I was like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Because, being in a strip mall didn't seem like the safest place to be. And I wanted to get home and get the cats in the basement, right? So, and then I'm driving home. Well, trying to get across the parking lot with a guitar case on my back. The wind was already like 80-mile-an-hour gusts. It was crazy. Debris was like flying everywhere. I was like, oh crap. So I'm like trying to get to the car. I get the guitar in the car and jumped in and putting my seatbelt on as I'm turning the car on, get out of there. And I only have 1 mile to my house down the main street. I turn right out of the parking lot. I go about 600 feet and a huge tree limb drops on the road right in front of me on a 2-lane highway. Now, thank God there were no cars coming really close coming towards me. So I was able to swerve around it and back into my lane before cars were coming. And all the cars behind me were like slamming on brakes and everything. It was crazy. This huge branch just blam right in front of me. So I get home. Yeah, I'm trying to get into the house with this guitar, and the wind's picking up more and more. There were wind gusts up over 100 miles an hour. It was crazy. So I get in the house. I throw the guitar down. I start grabbing cat carriers, because when I take my cats to the basement, I have to put them in carriers, except for Lucy. She'll go down there without being put in a carrier. So I have 4 cats. Yes, I slam them in the carriers. I start running up and down the stairs, getting them in there. And then I sat down there. Apparently, the cell phone tower got knocked out or knocked over. I have a Verizon service. So I had to set up Wi-Fi calling to make a phone call. So I called my friend Beth. You guys know I talk about her all the time. She's down in Nashville area. I called my friend Beth. I said, "Oh, holy crap. Send angels." It's like the shrubs were like bent way over, blowing that I could see out the basement windows. I was like, wow, what's going on? So she told me how the radar was. She was like, stay there. You've got, at least 15, 20 minutes. You need to stay in the basement. So it blew over. Everything was fine. A lot of debris everywhere. No tornado touchdown in my area. Further east of me, I think they had some tornado sightings, but I wasn't sure I was going to make it home after I saw that branch fall. I was like, I only have a half mile to go. Come on, get me home safe. I mean, I was so lucky that branch did not hit my car. So that was my excitement on Monday. Woo. Thank you, angels. Put a big white bubble around my car, as I was driving, and then that tree branch fell. I was like, yeah, that bubble worked. So moral of the story, when they're forecasting a bad storm, don't go to your guitar lesson, just stay home. My instructor was so sweet. His girlfriend called him and said, "I'm picking you up. We're going home." And he lives also like a mile away from the studio. He called me later to make sure I got home okay. I said, barely, thanks to a tree, big old tree branch. So, Kamala, how are you feeling now after your nomination? Oh, she sees the White House. She is feeling it. And that's Carter's celebration. She is quite joyful. Her challenge is to be patient. Be patient. She's not in there yet. Victorious. This came on swiftly. And she was doing a lot of talking about this. What do I have on the bottom? Oh, King of Wands. She's showing up as King of Wands. So she's feeling elevated and quite talkative. She's feeling, here's Trump spreading lies, same old thing he always does with the nostalgia card, and she's just moving on. She is looking forward to cutting Trump out of the White House. She's just waiting her time, just waiting and hoping that the votes don't get shifted too much, voter fraud. She's concerned about that. Oh, she sees America's ready for the change, especially with so many people that are sick. She knows that's in their favor. She's got plans she's going to be talking about here soon. She's charging in with plans. She's going to be very steady throughout this campaign. And, Johnny calls this the politics card, the fighting card. it's, she's going to be protecting herself. She knows that they're going to come after her. She gets the job. She gets the job in the government. In other words, all the votes come in. She gets elected with Mr. Joe. She gets the job. New source of income. So let's look at how Barr's feeling. Has Trump or anyone in his administration asked you to investigate anyone, suggested, inferred? I love that video. Hey, Becca. How is Barr feeling? Thank you, Sissel. Oh, and thank you. I missed somebody earlier. I don't think I've ever made Becca a moderator in my chats. If you have time, Becca, I know you're probably working and listening in. Oh, no, I did make you as a moderator. Never mind. Don't know why. Was it showing up in my StreamYard that you were a moderator? Okay, Barr. He's contemplating the votes. He's going to be bullying. His challenge is to communicate his thoughts. So if he gets a chance to talk, he's going to be bullying. He's feeling a little bit impoverished, but he's going to try to put the best face forward, worried about the image. So he's going to be fighting on all fronts, and steadily he's going to, support Trump. And he may be trying to shift votes in America. Yep, here, this also looks like, trying to shift votes. Thank you, Pogo. He thinks, he's standing on higher ground, but yeah, everything's changing for Barr. The sneaky one. Sword of Truth's going to come out on all his treachery, so yeah, she's going to come for him. Thank you, Red Lentil. Oh, Red Lentil, I've got to email you. We've got to set up to do a video together. I'm so sorry. I've been crazed lately. We had some emails going back and forth. Adrian, I just haven't set a time with you. We'll figure it out. So let's see. How is Trump feeling? We know, he's calling her a nasty woman, so we know he's feeling insecure. Time to get your pussy hats out, ladies. And your nasty women t-shirts. We're going down that road again. Purely for entertainment purposes, only YouTube. Thank you, Pam. So Trump, how is he feeling about Kamala? Kamala. I agree, Becca. He's got to be crapping his pants. Well, he's still feeling secure right now. Let's see why. Tweeting about her. You know, he's still got the GOP backing him. His challenge is his network, and who all he's in bed with. Everybody in his network. Things are changing for him, and he knows that the votes are off balance now. That he's not ahead in the polls and things. He's working on that. Working on votes. I have that on the bottom too, like looking for steady votes and steady money. Yeah, he's pondering how to affect the votes. He's got some global help on that. Same thing he's done in the past to move him forward. Yeah, watching the votes. So yeah, he is going to try to manipulate votes. Thievery again, stealing an election, covering it up. He's not going to win. Justice. I was just seeing how the story played out, kept pulling cards. He's not going to win. All right. Pence in a debate with Kamala. She will mop the floor with him. Will he debate her? Will he get on stage with a woman? Will he even get, Mike Pence, will he even get on stage with Kamala? He is so undermatched for her. She always speaks very professionally, clearly, to the point. And she thinks like a lawyer. She will mop the floor with him. Pandemic Pence. Great nickname. Ooh, a little anxious, are we, Mr. Pence? Sorry, I'm in a catty mood this morning. Rare. Yeah, here he is, Mr. GOP. His challenge is her. He's gonna, he's doing everything he's done in the past, still trying to keep his image up, but he's out in the cold on that. His image is suffering because of all the sick people from the crown bug. Judgment's on him. Judgment is on him. Everything's changing, in the government. Even his benefactors, they're looking for healing, and America's not healing right now. They're doing nothing about the bug. Yeah, he's going to be packing his bags and moving out. You got a new address. I think he might sleep on the debate. I was asking, will he debate her? He's asking around a lot right now, like, should I? I think he's he's going to sleep it out because she's a lawyer. She will come in with logic and authority. He's also looking to manipulate votes, but I get a delay on the debate, so I'm not getting a yes or a no. Yep, and he doesn't win the votes either. How many times have I gotten that now? 3 times. Or two times for Trump and for Pence. Get victory for Biden and Kamala. So Virginia, who's in here, Virginia commented on my community tab post I put, about Trump calling Kamala a nasty woman. She said, wonder what he thinks of Melania. And I thought that was a great question. So I just want to see, how does Trump think of Melania? What does he think of her? Does he think of her as a nasty woman too? Ooh, I'll ask that in a second, Becca, if you remind me. What do you think of Melania? 45, orange one. He's got anxiety about Melania. Wonder what's going on there. Thank you, Laura. Thank you guys for the super chats. If I missed some of them, they don't stay up on StreamYard that long, so. He's the smug one. And in regards to Melania, the challenge is the money. She's all about the money. She's an opportunist. She's hiding away from him. She doesn't accept anything he offers. She's standing on higher ground than him. She just looks to him as Mr. Moneybags. Hey, Yona. She's got plans for her family, meaning Barron, to keep her secure. Probably somewhere else in the world. Yeah, because she knows if she hangs around, she's going to get burdened with a lot of questions. I almost hate to go here. She knows about some addiction issues with Mr. Epps' people. And she's afraid she's going to get asked questions about that. Some sex addiction issues. She's going to hide away. I was asking, what does Trump think of her? He thinks she's going to steal away too. She's going to look for her own circle of support. He knows she's out of there. She'll divorce him. She'll take a new action, legal action against him. So we had that shooting at the White House the other day. I want to know, was it a setup to try to make Trump look strong after all the bunker boy conversations, purely for entertainment purposes only? YouTube. We don't want anybody assassinated. We'd like them locked up. Was this a setup? Connie Cat Mama, that's what I tweeted or texted to my friend Beth. They missed. Yeah, his fake calmness. And there's nothing on the news about it now. Like it just disappeared off the news. Hello, they shot somebody. They took him to the hospital. Did he die? Did he live? Where is he? What's his name? Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, I don't do personal readings on live streams. It's how I make my living, guys. Full-time reader. So was that a fake setup, staged incident at the White House? There's a plan. There's a premeditation. Let's see by who. Oh, there's my friend Beth. Beth, I was telling him how you talked to me on the phone while the tornado warning was on. All the craziness. Yeah, so was it a setup? You know, here I have the crown bag. Yeah, because he's getting it's a distraction from that's what I'm getting. So there's this hidden agenda, because they're getting a lot of judgment on them at the White House, and this might have been something like a Pompeo or Barr setup, because there's too many people sick from the crown bug. So it was a way of trying to send a message to move things forward. But they're going to get burdened by this. It would, now that it's complete, they're going to get burdened by this because some sort of agreement's going to come out. Devil's got a hand in it. There was somebody like-minded that they had an agreement with. So it was work that was paid for, to try to create anxiety, like get everybody worried about our president. Somebody's going to betray this. There's going to be a transition. It's going to take a little time because I got, the hangman. There's a little delay. Somebody's going to betray the plan. Something's going to come out about this. So Trump wants his likeness on Mount Rushmore. Person, woman, man, camera. This guy. He wants his image on Mount Rushmore. Is anyone going to take him seriously? Oh, my favorite tweet on Twitter today was Kamala is the wall is Trump's wall, and Trump's going to pay for it. He's not going to be able to get reelected. Mount Rushmore. Or is this just one more thing that they'll get him for being delusional on? The sneaky thief wants to be up there with all the honored dignitaries. It's all about image. The challenge is the government. The government would have to approve something like that. Here's smuggled Trump, asking the questions like, I think I deserve to be up there. Nobody's accepting it. Nobody's accepting it. They're going to appease the erratic one, though. There's some people working together. They're going to offer him something else to move this along, some other monument to his success. It'll never get built because of judgment on him, but somebody's going to offer him like, oh, no, you need your own thing. Yeah, America's passing judgment on that one and justice. So, the Russian vaccine. Does Putin have a vaccine? Claims he gave it to his daughter. Does Putin have a vaccine? That anxiety card again. Confusion here in the past. They're talking about it. The first card I get is a yes card, like emotions overflowing, though, and also the virus overflowing. The challenge is money, and the challenge is yes. So it's like they want it, but they don't have it yet. They're trying to move it forward, but they don't have it. There's something secret and hidden going on with this that we're going to hear about soon. This looks like it was planned with the White House, and either Pompeo or Barr there, trying to raise funds for Trump's reelection is what I'm feeling, by saying, oh, we're going to get a vaccine. We're going to get it from Putin, and, that's why you should reelect me. That's what I'm picking up on. They're walking away from it. It's not going to be an effective one. It's just in the planning stages. Big delay on it. It's another method of them wanting to money launder with the bullying card, and they were going to try to buy a vaccine from Russia. Yeah, that plan's blowing up. I don't think they have it in the final stages. They've got anything. So Trump trying to kill Social Security by extending the cut to the payroll tax. Why they cut the payroll tax makes no sense. If you have a job, go ahead and pay your taxes. If you don't have a job and you're on unemployment, help those people. But the people that have a job, pay their taxes, keep Social Security going. So it's obvious what he's doing. So, in my mind, anyway. Let's see. Is he going to effectively kill Social Security? feeling Harry Truman by me. He's been hanging around me a couple of days. I may try and channel him a little bit in here live. Is he going to kill Social Security? A lot of anxiety around that too. That's our country right now. The energy is just like, get him out, move him on. Working together on it. The challenge is to be victorious at cutting it. So yeah, manipulating things, moving into action. Social Security is going to hold steady. Trump and his minions are going to lie about it, but it's going to hold steady. They might be a little unbalanced in the money that they've got in Social Security, but there was an agreement by Trump to try to kill Social Security, but I get that they're stuck. They're not going to be able to do it completely. So just more of his sneakiness that he does all the time, and just a new action he did. He's not going to be successful at it. So it'll get straightened out once Biden's in. I'm going to pull out my other deck. I like to, if I'm going to channel a little bit, pull in my other deck, Cat Black Golden Tarot. I've been feeling Harry Truman around me for a couple of days, and he's talking about Biden. Like, if you remember, Harry Truman became president after Roosevelt. He had to contend with the ending of the war, and had to make the tough decision to drop the bomb. Just a lot of things going on that he had to come in and clean up. And he's talking about all the things that Biden's going to have to clean up when he comes in. That he's got to take strong stances, and that he will take strong stances. It was a tough decision for Harry. He's like, I didn't know if it was the right thing to do. And I think now that he's on the other side, he has regrets about dropping the bomb, but it did bring things to a rapid end. Just see what else he wants to talk about. He's talking about when he's elected, he'll do the right thing for the majority of the people. No president can be everything to all people, but he'll try to do the right thing by the majority of the people. He's talking about all the congressmen that are looking angrily at Biden because they know their days are numbered, because everything that they've been trying to accomplish is just going to get swept out the door. Pardon me, I say a lot when I'm tuning in. He's talking about Biden's going to have to become a little bit of a bully. Don't be Mr. Nice Guy. He's got to be a little bit of a bully. There will still be politics going on and a lot of changes. The economy will get steadier under him, and people will be quite satisfied with him. He said the economy may, he's going to inherit a mess like Obama. Basically, he's showing me 2008, what happened. he's going to inherit a mess, so we're going to have to give him a little time to straighten out the economy like we did, with Biden or with Obama. It took a little while. Thank you, Constance. He's talking about celebrating hanging on to our Constitution. What our country, the message our country is founded on. There's going to be a lot of surprising information coming at us quickly once Biden is in, of all the secrets, and a lot of surprising information also about the virus. So, we're going to start hearing the real scientists and what can be done, what can't be done. That weighs heavily on Biden. But he's got the support. He's got the people there supporting him. He's got America supporting him. He's going to have a good financial advisor. I think part of it is, he'll talk to Obama a lot about like what worked, what didn't work when they were trying to stimulate the economy again. There's just so much treachery that's going to be coming out about how they tried to break up our country and the treason and things that were going, that we will see people start to work across the aisle again. So that tells me what Republicans there are that are there. Some of them are going to get a lot quieter and more cooperative and start working across the aisle again. They haven't done that since Mitch McConnell and Newt Gingrich have been in. Harry, his energy, he identifies a lot with Joe, because Joe has no filter on his mouth. Sometimes he can put his foot in his mouth, but he tells it like it is. He's gonna be very transparent because he just tells it like it is, and that's the way Harry Truman was. Harry Truman was before my time. I wasn't born till 61, so it's interesting. We'll have a sense of nostalgia of things getting back to normal, but there'll be a lot of new plans moving into action. So there's just so much to choose from where they can start making inroads, fixing everything. That we've got to be patient. Like, everything can't happen overnight. Money laundering coming up in court. Money laundering, court cases moving forward. Watch everybody watching it on TV, waiting, looking at all the money. Where'd all the money go? Biden looks like he will be a celebrated president. Because he's going to use a lot of his wisdom that he's taken within and learned from in the past. He will protect our country also, which hasn't been happening, right? We haven't even protected our soldiers that there's bounties on. Victory with that. He's gonna do something with the military. I feel like he's gonna put them back in Germany, where Trump's trying to pull them out. I don't feel like, but let me catch up on super chats. Thank you, Harold. Thank you, Finnick, and thank you, Ina. I don't feel like Joe's going to serve his full term. There will be a transition to a female president. The offer, goes to her. I feel like it's this is my heart doctor card. Like, there's a health issue or something that comes up. Yeah, like he has to walk away from government. The woman gets offered the job, gets the job. There's just so much corruption and obstacles that were put in place that we haven't seen yet. We've been stuck and we haven't seen it yet. It's all going to be presented. It's all going to come forward. There's going to be a lot of endings to people that were complicit in this, but like an abundance of lawsuits with the Empress there. Judgment, abundance of court cases and money following the money. They're going to need forensic accountants out the wazoo. I feel like they're going to have a female accounting expert looking into it. Yeah, he's just saying be patient. It'll take a little while to get things going, but they are going to manifest some new deals, some new things. Working on infrastructure and getting people back to work that lost their jobs, that were cut from their jobs, getting people working together. The economy is going to get stronger under him. So it feels very positive. Here he's saying election meddling more will come out, and the ones that were complicit in it, the ones that have been talking to Russia and getting them to meddle in the election. Thank you, Jay. Let's definitely see Trump and his enablers packing. Thank you for stepping in, Harry. I've been feeling him for a couple of days. I just wanted to see what all he wanted to talk about, but I'm going to have to go back and study a little bit of Harry Truman, because his personality, the way he's putting it to me, is a lot like Joe Biden. Like, nice guy, nice family man, but no filter, tell it like it is. I just ask angels for a little guidance before I go. A little angel reading for you guys. Thank you, John. I have to get back to personal reading, so I just popped on for like an hour. Yeah, I really thought Kamala was going to be the AG. I really felt her going into the AG position as a lawyer, prosecutor, but she could still do cleanup as VP. And if you guys have not watched Becca's video, Elsa Lenormand from yesterday, her PSA announcement, ditto on everything she said. There's some crap going on YouTube with some of the readers, and you guys just need to be really discerning who you're paying attention to. There's a lot of people that get on YouTube that, like, they watch the readers and watch how they do the cards, and then they get on and they think they can read the cards immediately. And some of them, when I watch them, it's like, yeah, they just made that up. That wasn't real. So you need to be discerning. They hold cards up and they say a meaning that it doesn't mean. I'm like, yeah, they're not reading. They're just giving their opinion. They're channeling their lower, their self. They're not connecting in. It takes time to read. It takes a lot of study. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of time. I've been reading for about 40 years. And I'm still learning. The good readers are always still learning. They don't let the ego get in the way. It's like fun because you're always learning, always learning. And there's the QAnon readers. Y'all just please don't pay attention to them. Don't even give them thumbs downs, because a bad click is as good as a good click. The trolls haven't learned that yet. Like, clicking thumbs down is just as good as clicking thumbs up. Just be discerning. We get concerned about our viewers, like, not falling for some other people's crap. And we know you guys use the readers for personal readings. I mean, that's who I'm reading for, you guys, when I do personal readings. And we don't want you getting bad readings by going to somebody that's claims to be something they're not. We don't like to name call. We're not going to go that road. I've seen some readers do the name calling on their channels. It's like, that's not very professional, and especially considering who was doing the name calling. So you guys know the ones we like. We always talk about them. Becca Housel Norman, Johnny, Tarot's Apprentice, Ona from Ona's Tarot, fabulous. Jan, thank you, Jan. Saint. Jan's not a reader. Sorry, I was saying thank you to Jan. Lori from The Way of Positive Change, Lena Rodriguez, of course, Linda G, Psychic Violetta. Those are the ones I watch like consistently. I might be a day late or a dollar short when I catch up to their videos, but those are the ones I tend to watch like pretty religiously. There's some other good readers out there. You guys know, you're always commenting on them, that I watch occasionally. I don't watch them all the time, but those are my go-to tribe that I love. So angels, any guidance? Any guidance for the week or the month? It just said it's going to get busy. It's going to get really, really busy here. There's a lot of new things coming in. It's funny how they're putting this to me. The devil's waiting for donors. We know who that is. Like, he's having trouble raising funds. I see ad after ad after ad on 45 when I do log into YouTube videos. He's struggling to find cooperation. So people are rejecting him now. They're not accepting him anymore. Just continue to, stick by your friends, and what you're passionate about, start new projects, new things, anything to take your mind off the craziness that's going on. It helps bring balance. So if you've got a friend you haven't talked to in a while, a partner, and this is also about, like, start something new and commit to it. Like, don't just pick it up and do it for an hour and drop it, Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Knowledge. When I started guitar lessons, when you start something like music lessons, you get 6 months into it. It's like, oh, am I going to keep this up? And you have to push yourself through, to continue learning and growing. So, you have days where it's like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. And then you keep pushing through and you get better and you get better. Well, sometimes I get worse. But you keep doing it and you eventually, get better at it, and just be diligent, be and yet she persisted, be persistent. There's information coming out in a court case, that's going to show some of the work that Barr did. So that's probably the Flynn case here. There's going to be a lot of arguing on that. Watch for that coming up. I think there was supposed to be a ruling today from the appellate court. Yeah, Trump's going to continue with the new messages that are lies and, cover-ups and stuff. Same old, same old. He's going to be spouting steadily, just garbage steadily. So don't listen to it. Turn the TV off. Do something else. He's got some heavy burdens on him from overseas. He's trapped, like he owes money. He owes money to thieves. And they're just saying one more time, victory with Kamala. Something's coming out we don't know about in August. There's going to be an ending of another person in office. Someone's fortune's changing, so there's going to be somebody else leaving. Yeah, walking away, anxious, walking away. It's trying to get a people card on it, and I can't get a people card. Just find strength in your joy. And, stand on higher ground, keep your energy higher. Don't let it get low. When you start to feel down, just immediately change your thoughts, relanguage your brain, and try to focus on something you're grateful for. Every day, find one thing you're grateful for. Jot it down. Put it on your refrigerator or something. I don't care if it's, hey, I got a tomato off my tomato plant. I had a nice lunch today. Whatever it is, find one thing every day that keeps your energy a little bit higher, and surround yourself with some positive people, if at all possible. Surround yourself with people that are supportive and positive. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Astrid. So, guys, that's my popping in for a quickie here today. I'm excited. I was a Elizabeth Warren girl, but I have to tell you, I didn't have a problem with anybody that he picked for VP. Really, I'm voting blue no matter who, and I do think that she'll be strong. So it'll be a really, really, really interesting time to watch her after the election. She's so strong. I think she'll have to be careful to not overshadow Biden. But I like that, they were a little bit antagonistic towards each other during the debates. I like that because, Obama, when he asked Biden to be his VP, he wants someone that would argue, debate with him, help him see all sides. So, I think it's good sometimes, like if you don't get along or agree on 100% of everything, you got to look at everything from all the different angles. And I think it's very smart. So, if he got somebody that was a yes person, we'd be like Trump again, right? It's good to have somebody with a different perspective, and we'll see how it goes. But it's gonna be interesting to watch because it looks like Trump's already losing his crap. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for all the donations. Thank you to my moderators. I got to go back to work, so I hope you have a lovely day. Don't forget Lori from The Way of Positive Change and Johnny from Tara's Apprentice are live today at 3 o'clock. I can't remember if it's Eastern time or Central time, but y'all can check. Johnny posted it on his community tab, so you guys check that out. They'll be on later. Bye, everybody.